Afternoon of devotion turned into despair for people who gathered at the Venkateshwara temple in Andhra Pradesh, Srikakulam on Saturday. 9 people, 8 of whom were women, lost their lives in the deadly stampede caused by criminal negligence of the temple authorities. The temple had just one entry and exit point with a narrow passageway, and there were no crowd management measures or barricading in place, and the authorities failed to inform the police or the officials regarding the program. Now, Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu expressed his condolences as he assured of a thorough inquiry and also strict action against those found responsible. His son and Andhra Pradesh Minister Nara Lokesh visited the stampede spot. He was accompanied by Aviation Minister and Srikakulam MP Ram Mohan Naidu. The TDP leaders also met the injured in the hospital, after which Nara Lokesh announced 15 lakh rupees compensation for the kin of deceased. Meanwhile, the YSRCP is blaming the TDP government for this tragedy, saying that such incidents are rising under their regime.
The incident was due to there was a queue line where entry and exit was same queue line was used, and that iron grill which was there, it got collapsed, and the height of that steps was around 7 feet. So the public fell from 7 feet to the ground. So because of that, this incident has happened. It's a private temple where a private person has constructed in his private land, and he hasn't taken any permissions also, and he hasn't informed about today's program to the local police also.
ఒక ప్రైవేటు వ్యక్తి వెంకటేశ్వర దేవాలయాన్ని కట్టాడు. అక్కడి నుంచి కార్తీక మాసం ఈరోజు చాలామంది అక్కడ దర్శనానికి వెళ్ళిపోయారు. కనీసం ఆయన చేసినప్పుడు పోలీసుకు కూడా చెప్పలేదు. చెప్పుంటే పోలీస్ ప్రొటెక్షన్ పెట్టి ఎక్కడికక్కడ కంట్రోల్ చేసేవారం. అది చేయని దానివల్ల 9 మంది తొక్కిడికి గురయ్యి చనిపోయే పరిస్థితికి వచ్చారు. 5 మందికి ఇంజరీస్ కూడా అయినాయి. ఇది చాలా బాధాకరం. నేను ప్రతి ఒక్క ప్రాణాన్ని కాపాడుకోవాలని అనేక ప్రయత్నాలు చేస్తూ ఉంటే కొంతమంది ప్రైవేటు వ్యక్తులు ఇలాంటి కార్యక్రమాలు చేయడం చాలా బాధాకరం. దీన్ని నేను చాలా తీవ్రంగా ఖండిస్తున్నా.
We express our deep sorrow and the condolences to the families who have lost their lives. Narendra Modi ji also expressed his condolences and extended a cooperation of rupees 2 lakhs. This is not the time to play politics. However, we appeal to the governments to take the cognizance of this, and then the temple authorities as well as the government just authorities as well as the police and the revenue department should make arrangements anticipating the huge crowd.
It is so unfortunate to see the lives being lost in a sacred day like this, where this is a grave indictment of government's priorities and failures. This is very disturbing to see that the government is completely fixated in public relations and not completely focusing, which is really important. This should not happen again and again. And if you see the current government, their interests are clearly elsewhere. This should stop. This is not the first time. We would ask the government to act responsibly.
And my colleague Apurva is now joining us from Srikakulam with the latest. Apurva, glaring lapses have been found that eventually led to the stampede at the temple. What action has been taken so far against the temple management?
Well, in fact, Anjali, what we are getting to learn is that there was this one person who had been behind building of this temple, the construction that is still continuing on at the temple out here in Srikakulam. What we're getting to learn is that this is a 92-year-old man who has been behind, building the temple there. He had built it out of his own money, and he had, he was also a devotee there, and he wished to have other devotees also go ahead and, enjoy the presence of this temple as well. And what we are getting to learn is that yesterday, being Ekadashi, there were several devotees in and around Srikakulam district who happened to chance at the same time to come here for a darshan. Unfortunately, authorities do tell us that there weren't any permissions that were taken by the temple authorities there. Because neither were they aware that these many crowds will show up at the same time there, causing for this stampede to happen, and B, that had they known that this kind of crowds will show up, they should have asked for proper SOPs to have been set up in place, be it ambulances that will be kept on standby or police deployment that can be done as well. That's what we're also seeing the state government reacting on the same, stating that there were major violations and there wasn't any proper SOP that had been taken up by the temple authorities as well. Moreover, we are getting to see that the state government and the district, be it the district administration or the district police, they have already taken this person into custody as well, and questioning is going on. They are also questioning the first responders as well as the onlookers when this incident happened. Remember, yesterday around 11:30 a.m. this morning, yesterday morning, this incident had taken place. In this incident, unfortunately, 9 people, including one child, has lost their lives, while several others who have been injured. Most of them who have been grievously injured and sustained injuries are also, women and young children in this stampede. Anjali.
All right, Apurva, thank you for getting us those details.